YouTube? This is WakeAngel2001 coming at you with a very special video. Way back in 2014, Piplupfan77 asked me to make a couple figures for him so he could use them in his stop-motion series. But stop-motion animation takes a long time. By the time the figures finally premiered in the show, I had completely forgotten that I actually made them, and had thought that the pictures that I had taken of the figures had long since been lost. But after the conclusion of his series, Piplup reminded me that the pictures that I sent him might still be preserved in our old email chain. So I went into my email chain, I looked way back into those emails from 2014, because I have had the same email account for a decade, and lo and behold, I actually managed to find them. Now, they're not every picture that I took, but they do show some of them. So let's take a look at Bedlam. Now, for the most part, Bedlam was based off of Shadow, although I did cut off and rearrange a lot of the spines in his head. As you can see, the top spine points forward, and his two bottom spines point downwards, with a little bit of sculpting around his eye for the arbiter symbol. It looks, we pretty much got the look down. He also has this uniquely shaped stripe on his top spine. Now, work in progress pictures of the head were all I have left, because that's the only thing that I actually sent to Piplupfan. This is because the body actually had very minor modifications, just a little bit on the chest and cuffs. That being said, let's take a look at the completed Bedlam figure. So, here he is, Bedlam, factory fresh. I know by the time he finally made it into the stop motion, there was a little bit of paint rub, especially in the joints, but, that's just the nature of moving a figure around. My god, I made this figure so long ago, I don't even remember what I used. Like, I honestly can't remember if I used a Super Sculpey or Epoxy Sculpt in his sculpted pieces. That's how long ago this was. I do know that he was using paints that required a sealant. Nowadays, I use paints that don't require sealant, so maybe that's why there was a little bit of rub in his joints. But yeah, that was the Bedlam figure. Of course, that's not where the story ends, because like I said, he wanted a couple of figures. Yep, Bedlam had a super form. Just like with the other Bedlam, it was a shadow base, and I did modify the spines as well, except that Bedlam's super form had extra spines, provided here courtesy of Sonic the Hedgehog, which is why you see the blue ones. Now, I do remember the kind of paint I used on Bedlam, which is this Testor's Model Master paint, which is the nicest, glossiest purple that I've ever used. And of course, my old camera photographed this purple as kind of a bluish color instead. Of course, Piplup's stop motion actually shows its true colors much better. So, there's that. So yeah, just like with the Bedlam figure, all the work in progress shots I sent were just of the head. So now that you've seen them, let's take a good look at the completed Super Bedlam figure. And there he is! Just like with the regular version of Bedlam, the sculpting on the body was pretty light, just the inverted emerald shape on his chest, and a few points on his glove and sock cuffs. But otherwise, most of the modification is in the head, is what I'm trying to get at. So, yeah, this is, wow, I actually finally got around to watching the entirety of Piplup's stop-motion series, and it was a really good series. I think it was one of the best stop-motion shows that I've seen on YouTube. All the episodes are still available on the YouTube channel, and I've actually favorited the last 3, which are the ones that feature my Bedlam customs. So with the series concluded, I'm just kind of, it's kind of bittersweet knowing that I played a part in such a great series in a small way. I kind of wish that I had made more figures for his show. They never did make a Cream or a Rouge. Heck, I even would have liked to make a Vanilla for Vector to drunkenly hit on at the party at the end. But, c'est la vie. I hope you all enjoy his series. I'm going to link it below. Have a good time, guys.